Welcome back to another video and welcome to the outside of the brand new Toyota Starlet Cross. It's new to the Toyota range. You're going to start seeing them everywhere, but before you do, let me tell you more about it. And stick around through the whole video because we're going to be taking it off-road. I'm going to be looking underneath the bonnet at the actual engine. We're going to take a full look around the car, and then we are also going to see its cool gadgets like the heads-up display. And then we're also going to go behind the scenes with Mr. How Much, who was assisting me on the video. And yes, you're also going to see me running around like a lunatic outside in the cold. So stick around, we've got a lot to get through. Okay, so the Toyota Starlet Cross. Now there's a reason that they call it the Starlet, because they've taken everything that people love about the Starlet name, from its affordability to its design and its convenience and practicality, but have brought it now into the compact SUV segment in the form of this, the Starlet Cross. And it's a really good looking car. And setting it apart from other cars looking like it on the road, they've given it a very distinct look, also matching the design of those daytime running lights with what you see on the urban cruiser. So it does really look like it is part of the same SUV family. It's also got its own unique headlight design as well as the honeycomb grille. Overall, a very good looking car from the front. And then when you start looking down the side of the car at the wheels, you can see you've got these really good looking 16-inch wheels that come standard across the range as well, including those daytime running lights. And because this is a compact SUV, you've got a lot of ground clearance, but really making a difference here is the overall coupe styling that you can see from the back here with that sloping roofline, making it look quite sporty, but let's hope it doesn't eat into the headroom. You've also got a really good looking set of LED rear tail lights with a light bar to join them from the back, giving it the appearance that it is wider than what it is, so it makes it look really good at night and actually stand out on those roads when you see it driving by with that light bar shining. And then taking a quick look at the inside of a black model. Now, unfortunately, there wasn't an XS version to look at to see the differences between the two models, but here we've got an XR which comes equipped with everything. So firstly, you do get a maroon and black interior, which is the only option you can choose from. But what is nice is that the whole range gets this beautiful looking steering wheel with leather and all of the buttons to control your infotainment, your volume, as well as the Bluetooth for your wireless phone calls. And then in front of the driver, you've got a very basic cockpit with a small little LED screen here to show you some basic figures. And just below the steering wheel, you'll find additional buttons on the XR version to manage your 360 camera as well as your heads-up display, which you can make rise and disappear as well as adjust the height depending on your height. So you can always see it no matter how tall you are. And then looking at the infotainment, here on the XR version, you get a 9-inch display, and on the XS, you get a 7-inch. But it's important to note that the XR version gets a full 360 camera, whereas the XS only gets a reverse camera. But it's still nice that they've given you both options. No matter which car you get, you can still see behind you. And then looking further below that, you've got a digital climate control. It's not dual zone or anything fancy, but I do like that it is digital. And below that, you've got a 12-volt socket and one USB port. But in the XR version, you do get wireless phone charging, which is a nice touch. In terms of storage, you've got 2 cup holders and a nice little space here underneath the center armrest and a decently sized glove box. And then taking a look in the rear, you'll be pretty surprised with the amount of room that you've got here. Now, there isn't heaps of legroom, but based on the size of the car, I think it's pretty respectable. There's quite a bit of room inside here, and visibility is really good with all of the windows around. Your passengers in the rear also get their own air vent as well as 2 USB ports. Overall, a very good looking interior, well appointed and very comfortable. Okay, we've been traveling for a while. I've told you a little bit more about the car and everything that you need to know about it over the 4-speed automatic. It's actually not that bad. It drives really nicely. I wouldn't really have anything negative to say about it. It could have an extra gear, but it is what it is at this stage. You can't really complain too much about that. You might recognize my driving partner.
Support local YouTube is the right thing to do.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, otherwise I've been pretty impressed with this. Yes, we'll get it out the way. There is another car on the market that looks...
It's called the Front.
That looks almost identical, just with different badges.
Yeah.
I had a lot of good things to say about that car when I had it on test. And this is identical. Same engine as I've spoken about. Everything is identical. The same maroon interior. Everything is the same, just except for the badges. But yeah, so if I had something good to say about that car, I'm going to have something good to say about this car. It drives nicely, it's got a really good suspension, it's very good off-road and on the dirt tracks, and with that added ground clearance, it gives you a little bit more confidence to go onto the dirt roads and to kind of go onto the unbeaten path, to go on your road trips and things like that. So it's really nice. We're getting some good fuel consumption. It could probably get lower. We're currently at 6.5, but you know, we're on test, we're catching up to people, we're idling, we're taking pictures, so it's not going to be as low as it should be. But otherwise, it's really nice in here. It's comfortable. 9-inch infotainment, Apple CarPlay, all wirelessly, a 360 camera system, leather steering wheel. You've got wireless charging, and this is all in the top spec XR model, along with the heads-up display. There's also cruise control, push button start, keyless entry, so a lot of good things.
Yeah.
And all of that for around, I think it was 360,000 rand.
Yeah, just under 360
for the top of the range.
Top spec model,
That's definitely not bad pricing. So I think you will start seeing a lot of these on the road, and starting at 299,900 rand, you can get into the XS, and you still get an infotainment. It's just slightly smaller. You also get a reverse camera, you get park sensors, you also get a leather steering wheel, you also get the cruise control, and you've got the option of the auto or the 5-speed manual. But I know though, if you go into the autos, I think it's about 20,000 rand more. So that's how the pricing changes and steps up as you go through. Tell us what you think about the car. You're driving, it's comfortable?
For its price, it does everything, man. I guess the only thing missing here is a sunroof, but then I'll be asking for a lot. But yeah, it is everything.
Yeah, a sunroof would actually be nice.
That would be a nice flex. But to keep the price down, it's fine.
Yeah.
I can't complain.
We'll deal without a sunroof and the maroon interior.
And I would go with the automatic because I do not like changing gears. So yeah, yes, it's a 4-speed auto, but
Yeah.
I really don't mind it, eh? Apart from the occasional, you know, it's all right.
Yeah.
I can't complain.
And on that, the gear ratios, I think they've changed the gear ratio slightly with the 4-speed auto, so that you can get better fuel consumption, because when the road is flat and you are going at 120, your RPMs are at about just over 2,500. So it's not that bad, but they do start to climb if there's more of a gradient, if you ask more of it. But I think they've compromised nicely.
Sure. Oh, MBT, ha ha ha.
There you go.
We are about to do a driver change.
Cool guys, that's it from me and Mr. How Much. And then we'll take a quick look at some of the colors as well as the two-tone options that are available on the XR version. And then taking a quick look at the engine. Yes, we did take a look at it. And it is the tried and trusted 1.5 litre naturally aspirated, putting out 77 kilowatts and 138 Newton meters of torque. And then in terms of pricing, you can take a quick screenshot here, where you'll be able to see all of the versions and every option that's available in the range. And important to note that it does come with a 3-year, 100,000 kilometer warranty. Now, if you're impressed by this Toyota Starlet Cross and you want to go get yourself one, then go check one out on changecars.co.za. They're a website that sells new and used cars, but the best thing about them is that they vet and check every single dealership that sells cars on their website. So they know exactly who they are, what they're selling, so they're always in control of the quality of the product that the people are getting. But a cool thing about Change Cars is that their website is almost like a hub for everything automotive. So you can go and watch car reviews, you can read articles, you can even do financial things like going to see what you can afford per month through their finance calculator, and you can bring them quotes from dealerships that aren't on Change Cars. And not only will they match that quote, but they'll beat it too. So go check out changecars.co.za. They're also a proud partner of Greg Dennis Reviews. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this. Me here at the launch of the new Toyota Starlet Cross. And if you did, please will you drop a like below. And if you want to see more videos like this and other car related content, then please subscribe. And until then, I'll see you. And yes, that's Mr. How Much's voice, who was very helpful to me in filming this video and getting things up and running. And a quick little look into the behind the scenes of Mr. How Much recording his content. Oh, you see, it's the production. I can't work like this.
Sorry, bro.
Jeez. Please subscribe, guys. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers.